What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Anira, and I'm back. And if you're new, then a big welcome to you. Sorry about this crappy lighting. The light in my room is good, you know, it's bright in real life. On camera, it looks like total trash. And it's basically 6 o'clock right now, and I have my blinds up. It's not helping. It's trash. I can't do anything about it, and I don't want to film this video tomorrow because I know I'm not going to have enough time. So, we just have to deal for what it is. But as you can see from the title, as you can see from the thumbnail, this video is intense. It's really crazy. Like, it's just like, it was all over the place. Today is September 12th, the day I'm filming this. Yesterday, which was the 18th anniversary of 9/11, my school had a lockdown. I'm gonna be getting into it, but first I'm gonna give like the brief stuff of all of this, like how it all happened. It starts from my health class, then it goes to my lunch. Then it goes to my last period class, which was social studies. When we was about to leave, the whole lockdown story, all that is in the last part. But I'm going to recall the first part in the last part, and then the middle part at lunch. That's like really important, so you need to keep that in mind. But you know, this might be a long one, so you know, get your snacks, get your drinks, stay tight. But basically, this starts from my health class when I was in school. So I'm in school, we're in my health class, right? We take a pre-test. We're done with the pre-test, we handed in, morning announcements come up. So the morning announcements, you know, they gave the regular announcements, then they gave the 9/11 speech / announcement, and then they ended the announcements. Bell rings. Just as we're about to leave, my health teacher says, guys, just so you know, like, it is 9/11 today, so I just want you to know, like, be careful, be mindful when you go outside, because some people tend to get a little on 9/11. That same face that I just did, same exact face that he did. So, like, you know, he was just like, you guys know what I mean, right? And we're just like, yeah. So basically what he meant was, like, you know, some people are obviously still hurt because of the tragedy that happened on, you know, September 11th, 2001. And I mean, you can't really blame them because it was really sad. You know, a lot of people died. You know, it's just really sad, you know. So, obviously some people are still hurt, and, you know, they can't bottle up their emotions, and then, like, you know, they end up causing more tragedies, to, I guess, help with the pain, but really that's not helping at all. But I mean, you know, everyone has reasons for what they do, so I can't really tell you all the reasons, but, like, then there's, on the other hand, some people just, like, wanting to be like a terrorist or do things on purpose to hurt other people on purpose. But basically, he tells us this, you know, we all are heading to lunch at this point. So, like, I guess everyone kind of brushed off what he said, but it's still at the back of our minds. We get to lunch, I sit with my friends, we're all eating, having a good time. Then me, my friend Tanya, and Melissa, we all stop eating. And Tanya was the first one who said it. She was like, alright, something feels off today. It feels weird. It feels different. It's not right. And I was like, yo, same. Like, it just doesn't feel the same. Like, it doesn't feel like a regular day. And then Melissa was like, probably because it's 9/11 and it just, like, feels weird. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say right now, it's really messed up. It's really not a joke. But, we can be really, just crackheads sometimes. So, you know, sometimes we'll make like a school shooter joke here and there. It's not an actual serious school shooter joke. So at the end of the day, we shouldn't be making jokes like that. But you know, it's just like an inside joke that we make. So like, for example, like what we'll say is like, oh yo, if there's ever a school shooting, like I'm heading over here, or oh I'm heading out, or oh like I'm leaving this one behind, or something like that. Something like that basically. Like nothing like, oh like this one would be a school shooter, or like, oh yeah, I would help the school shooter. Like, it wasn't anything serious, but like still making a joke about something serious like that isn't great. But basically, you know, we make just a minor school shooter joke, like, oh yo, like if there was a school shooting, like in the dark, we'd all be screwed. That was the joke. And then like, and then Tanya, like, you know, she said, yo, I don't want to jinx this, but she was like, yo, like what if today just feels off because something's about to happen? And then we were just like, maybe, well, I don't know, you know? And we were like, nah, we all brushed it off. So then, skip forward, we go class to class, everything's chill, everything's fine. then we get to our last period class, which is social studies. This is where the whole lockdown thing happens for my class. Everyone in the building, they're at a different place, but basically for my class, that's when it all happened. So, 2:25, bell rings, we're packing up, we about to leave. Then, we get an announcement on the loudspeaker, and it's my principal. He's just like, this is an emergency, we are on lockdown, take cover, da-da-da. And we're just like, what the heck, like, you know. So like, we all grab our bags. I don't know why, you know, we all hate school, so like, I don't see why, you know, we're grabbing that bag. But you know, I think one person said like, why are y'all taking your bags, or like, yo, leave your stuff behind. But honestly, when you think about it, it's like, you can use your bag to block yourself, just in case. So we all take our bags or whatever, and we didn't really know where to hide, so we just found this corner with this big table, so we all go straight for that table. So like, there was like I don't know how to explain this, but there's like a corner, and then there was like kind of like shelving units in it, but like, it was like square shaped, so like, it's okay if you went inside of it. It's just weird, but like, some people went really inside of there, then like some people were really in the corner, and then a lot of people just went right under the table. So we're under the table or whatever, and then like, I know, like, I was about to text my mom like right away, like, yo, we're on lockdown, it's an emergency, I don't know what's going on. Okay, and then my friend Melvin was gonna text his mom, my friend Melissa was gonna text her mom or call her mom or something like that. But we turned on our phones, someone put their flash on, I don't know why, and then there's this kid in my class, and he was like, turn off your phones, duh, y'all about to get us killed, or something like that. And we're just like, dang, like, calm down, like, you're going hard for no reason. So, you know, we turn down our brightness, we do whatever we gotta do, okay? So then, maybe a good 15 minutes we're under the table. My teacher was about to lock the door, but like, usually when there's like a lockdown, if you're like, say like when they announce it, say you're in the bathroom, or say you're just walking in the hallway, right? When they announce it's a lockdown, you should, like, if you can't find your class, or like, if you don't got enough time to go to a class, usually if you see a teacher with like a classroom, you go straight to that classroom to be safe, you know what I mean? So then another kid, you know, or a few kids came in my class because they were in the hallway. So, you know, we're all hiding. And then, like, basically, this happens. We get another announcement. And it was really intense. And we hear our principal he sounds shook. He sounds like he's about to pee himself, basically. He's just like, I repeat, this is an emergency. We are on lockdown. There is someone who has a weapon. And we were like, like, you know, we were just like kind of like freaking out. Like, not fully. I mean, like, I was calm, but in the back of my head, I'm like, dang, like, someone really brought a weapon, you know what I mean? So, like, we obviously assumed it was a gun, because we were just like, what else would it be? Like, who's gonna come 9/11 to a school with a knife? Like, what you gonna do? Walk up to every class and stab everyone? No. Exactly, just, no. So we expected that it was a gun, you know? And it actually was a gun, because we actually found out today, but I'm not gonna get into that. But basically, it was a gun, right? So we find out that this person has a gun. You know, half of us are freaking out, half of us are calm, half of us are like freaking out, calm, nervous, making jokes in the middle. Like, we were just crazy crackheads all over the place. And then, like, we're under this table for like more time, you know, it's passing. And like, it was just crazy. And I'm gonna be honest, this is like where it got really all over the place. Now, I was going to start vlogging under the table, but one of my friends was about to smack me if I started vlogging while we were under the table. And plus, like, y'all couldn't even see me because it was mad dark under the table, and I couldn't turn on my brightness, so like, yeah, I couldn't record that. But basically, as we're under the table, people start cracking jokes, and like, I'm gonna be honest, like, these jokes that they were cracking, like, it was, a lot of it was just really funny, and like, I couldn't help myself, because like, some of it was just like stupid. I was just like, yo, shut up, like, be quiet. But then some of the jokes that people made were actually pretty funny. Like, one of them, my friend Melvin, like, he made like a joke along the lines of like, it had to do with Domino's. It was either something like, man, like, I just ordered Domino's and now we under this table, or he said, man, the worst part of this is that we're under this table and I really want Domino's and I'm hungry. It was something like that, and it was funny to me. So like, I went like this, and I was like, like, you know, when I was laughing, like, I don't know if you guys do this, but you know when you laugh, when you like go up, I went up. We're under a table. My head hits the table, and then everyone just stops laughing. Here's like my head like hit the table. Everyone goes silent, turns their head around, and just stares at me. And then this one kid was like, "Hey, yo, you good?" And I was like, "Yeah." But like, it was just all over the place. Then we get to another joke, very inappropriate. That same kid who was like, "Hey, yo, you good?" Out of nowhere, this kid's just like, "Hey, yo, like, any of y'all trying to smash before we die?" And then he was just looking directly at people, and then we kind of were like a little freaked out. We were kind of like laughing at his joke because it was funny of how he said it. But we were just like, "Hey, yo, you good? Like, well, why are you like you're really feeding right now, you know?" And he was like, "I mean, like, we might as well if we're about to die." And I was just like, "Okay, buddy." So more time is passing, more jokes are cracked, and we even thought that like one of my friends in the classroom was in the hallway, because we were just like, "Where's Adrian? Like, where's Adrian?" But at the like end of it, we found out he was in the classroom. But basically, you know, more jokes were being cracked. Like, literally, someone had a whole bag of chips under the table, opened the bag of chips, and was just eating their bag of chips under the table. And then I just heard like someone, like the person who had the bag of chips, like give someone the chip, and they're just like, "What is this?" Like, they didn't know what it was. And then they're just like, "I don't want it." And then they're like, "Just eat it out." And then they're like, "Okay." And they ate the chip. Like, it was just like all over the place. It was crazy. And then we get a third announcement saying, "Okay, like, still be cautious and be careful though. The person is not in the building, but they are around the area." So I get a text back from my mom, and this text back says, "Oh, word," you know what I mean? Because I was like, "Yo, I think they about to shoot up the place, honestly. Like, I really think they're about to shoot up the place." And she was like, "Oh, word?" She was like, "Yo, there's mad police outside." And I told my friends, I was like, "Yo, like, there's a bunch of there's a bunch of police cars outside, there's a bunch of cop cars outside," and they were like, "Oh my god." So then we get another announcement saying, "Okay, like, we're like still, I forgot the word they used for it, but we're just gonna say we were still on lockdown, but at this point, like, it was safer to like come out of hiding." So like, you know, my principal announces that he's calmer now, so we all come out of hiding, and then like we turn on the lights, and then we're just all chilling, kind of, we're just on our phones. And then like, out of nowhere, like, one kid was just like, "Oh, we should do our homework." I forgot who it was. And then we just all stared at the kid, and we were just like, "No, what's wrong with you? Like, no." And then I know my teacher was even like, "So like, since we're here, do you guys want to finish the lesson?" We all like screamed. We were just like, "No." Like, I feel like, you know, this is like a lockdown. This is like, well, you know, now it's like lifted kind of, but we're still on lockdown kind of. So it's just like, who wants to be doing work when we on a lockdown, even though it's like safer still, you know what I mean? So at this point, it was just like, it's like funnier at this point. So like, then like we're all sitting around, we're all chilling. Some of my friends had their lacrosse sticks, they're just like throwing things at each other. And then we're there, and I actually took videos in the class of everything that happened. Like, I had one friend who was trying to beat someone with her lacrosse stick. I had like people playing Uno in the corner. Like, it was just all over the place. If I could put the clip in, I'm gonna put it in. But like, if I don't put it in, then basically that's what happened. But like, it was just like it was just all over the place. And then I really had to pee. I'm gonna be honest, while I was under that table, I peed myself. Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. It was just like, literally just this much, because like, I remember like, I think when someone made a joke or something like that, when I hit my head under the table, that's when like a little bit of pee came out. But like, it was just like all over the place. Like, I'm gonna keep on saying this because it just was like, and honestly, I feel like this was like our first real lockdown. And after this, like, I don't think I got this on camera saying this, but then like, or like, no, I mean, a bunch of us were just like, yo, like, our health teacher was right, like he said to be careful, he said to be mindful, and like, look now, like, look what happened, we're on a whole lockdown. So like, a bunch of us had to go to the bathroom because we were on the table for a while. So keep in mind, we get out, use the bathroom, come back. So like, if this makes any sense, like, some of like how the classes are set up, it's like a clear window, but like how the window is, you can't like get out from the window, if that makes any sense. So like, you can kind of just stare into the class, and then like they can stare back at you. And we were just walking, you know, we're all making jokes, acting like crackheads, making disco girl jokes. Then we look into the classrooms, and we literally realized that everyone's staying very calm, everyone's very quiet, and we were literally the only class who was just like acting like crackheads. Literally, like, we were the only class who was loud, acting like crackheads, playing Uno, like trying to beat each other up with lacrosse sticks. Like, we were just the only class all over the place. So we just found it mad crazy. So yeah, at this point, then like, the lockdown is officially over, but like, the class had to like get out, so we all, you know, go out together, and then like a whole crowd just comes running and they burst out the door, and yeah, like, basically we survived, you know, like, thank God that like my school didn't get shot up, because if it did, that would really be bad. But basically, yeah, that was it for this week's video or story time. Make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Share my channel, because, you know, I'm almost up to 50 subscribers. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.